I'm just absolutely disgusted by that. I mean, yo, what up? ¿Qué pasas en Mayang? Exprave salverte. So today I've got a trailer just dropped for Rings of Power yesterday, I think it was, and I'm just now getting around to watching it. I saved it. I didn't watch it yet. I actually didn't watch it yet. So I'm going to watch that now and maybe do a little bit of commentary with it and see how that works out and give you all a reaction and a response, maybe some analysis, a little bit of a breakdown, kind of all rolled into one big tarball and just there you go. So, trailer for Rings of Power. Here we go. Okay, so this is a scene we haven't quite seen before, quite like this, so that's interesting. More of the same footage. So now I have heard this Galadriel's brother is involved, which is not canonical at all. This is just not even bad fan fiction. This is bad fan fantasy. If it even that, it's just the names of these characters and no. Like, what does that mean? Who is her brother? Amazon. Oh God. Now we get the modern drivel going on with the. Oh God, I don't know if I can do this. Okay, I'm gonna do this for y'all. I'm gonna do this. I gotta do this. I gotta tear this apart. Oh my God, strong woman. The lighting on this looks horrible. It looks so daggum flat. The armor looks so flat and it's like backlit. This scene, this hero shot is terrible. Elendil, I mean, I need to do a video about the armor and about the stuff. Another one, I just published one for Galadriel's armor. Again, a second one. And it just looks like stuff you'd find at Walmart for Halloween. I mean, it doesn't look anything like Peter Jackson stuff because of the way that the costumes, the clothing was actually made. Fate, okay. Durin. Okay. And these characters are just different. They're not Tolkien's characters at all. They're not Tolkien's characters. Now this, I mean, who are these people? These are priests and priestesses of Morgoth? I mean, I've heard that, don't know yet. I gotta do some more reading. The trailer doesn't give us any information. I mean, it's just all a bunch of disconnected charbolts. Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. Okay. I mean, was that Discount Sauron, or was that the Priestess of Melkor, or was it even Discount? I don't know. That's the problem. I mean, nobody can connect with these characters. Nobody wants to connect with these characters. I mean, is this Gandalf? Who is this dude? Is this Radagast? Who is this dude? Man, those things look ugly. Those look terrible. They don't look anything like the cool wargs that were in Two Towers. It looks so daggone flat. They all look too clean. I mean, these mariners look like they just got new clothes yesterday. Who we shall be. I mean, oh God. And then who we shall be, that's this guy. How do we know who this guy even is? We don't even know who this guy is. Because he doesn't exist. He's a nobody. We heard that Aragorn said that to Eowyn in Return of the King at the beginning. I cannot give you what you seek. When he was about to leave to go through Dale, I'm trying to remember the name of it, but under the mountain. He was going to go under the mountain. The dead passes. It's just like whatever that is. Oh my God! Yeah, I can't make my own decisions. I need a woman to help me. Okay. More platitudes. Faith in what? I mean, Tolkien actually didn't talk about that. Not in the Lord of the Rings. That's more platitudes that the writers injected into this material. This is not Tolkien. This is not Lord of the Rings. This isn't even a bad copy. This isn't even a knockoff. This is like worse than it. This is like a third or fourth tier knockoff. It's just bad. I mean, what are these? Whatever that means. That's God Almighty. That's what Sam said. I mean, boy. Is this supposed to be Gandalf? I don't even know. Then there's this thing. No, not as long as we have each other. I'm thinking of Aragorn at the end of Fellowship of the Ring. As long as we have each other, and that's whenever Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli decided to part from Frodo and Sam and chase after Merry and Pippin against the Uruks. Whatever that means. Oh my. This image. This is so. This is just. Man. This attitude towards it. The attitude of the characters is not consistent with Tolkien. So she just left. I've heard that. So she just left him to die. Yes. Galadriel just leaves him to die. All right. He fell behind 2 paces. Leave him. Okay. All right. Go on now. Search your feelings, Luke. You know it to be true. I am Sauron. Oh, wait. I've made a terrible, terrible mistake. Oh, no. No. But that's not who she was in the books. She had overcome that in the second in the books. I mean, and she had mastered herself as a sentient being, as an elf, as an entity. She had mastered herself long before the second age, the first age even. So this isn't anything like the books. No, it's not. See, why did the other elves not see any of this? I mean, I talked about this in another video. You need time, and I actually have another piece that I found an article on Inverse, I think it was, that talked about something very similar: the compression of the timeline of 1,500 years into a singularity. That doesn't work, because you have to have time to have Numenor slowly unravel, which is how Sauron did it in the books. It didn't just happen like that. It wasn't any one pinpoint thing. It was a series of death by 1,000 cuts, if you will. And so, no, it just doesn't work that way. History doesn't work that way. Rarely do you have things that work that way in history. The events that lead to the downfall of a civilization such as Numenor happen over centuries, as it did to Rome, for instance. And I mean, it was a gradual decay. It was a rotting from the inside out. And so that's what Tolkien was trying to explain here. That's what the Silmarillion was all about. It was the doom over millennia of the children of Ilúvatar, both the elves and the men, both the firstborn and the Edain. One reader's opinion. Proceeding. What the hey was that? And this is too on the nose. I did another video about that too. I think it went, I don't think some of the viewers got it, but I tried to, I noticed I'm going to say this. I noticed that the orcs who had Arondir captive in that scene when he is in chains, those orcs are dressed in white robes and hoods. All right? I mean, how much more on those can you get as a reference to, I'm just going to say it, there's something called the khlan, or with a K. I mean, Amazon, I tried to be more subtle about it in my other video, but I'm just going to say it here because I got nothing to lose. I'm just a guy on YouTube. So, I mean, I'm going to say it. I mean, that absolutely disgusts me about this. I mean, they put that imagery in here. I mean, that's the one thing. I mean, that's the biggest thing that I see. I mean, Amazon put, I mean, it's not just oppressive imagery. It's literal slave and I mean, not just that, but I mean, it's clan imagery. They put clan imagery in this. I mean, that just absolutely, I would use profanity here, but I'm not going to do that. It just absolutely friggin' disgusts me. I mean, that's just disgusting on Amazon's part. I mean, that is just absolutely, that's just like the lowest of the low. I mean, how can you get any lower, Amazon? I guess we're going to find out. Proceeding. God. Greetings. This episode brought to you today by yours truly at Blue Mesa Studios. Please have a look at the links for Patreon. I'm also on Buy Me a Coffee and several other places that are shown on your screen. If you'd like to support the channel, that would really help me out a lot. Thank you for watching, and now on with the show. Yeah, so Rings of Power, like I said, I mean, that stuff about Arondir, that's the one thing that just absolutely takes the cake for me. I'm just absolutely disgusted by that. I mean, maybe I don't think I'm completely. I don't think I'm just seeing things here. All right. I mean, the imagery in that. I mean, the imagery that they use and putting someone who identifies as African American. I've got other videos that I've found of this guy, of Ismael Cruz Cordova, Puerto Rican. He grew up in the Bronx, man. I mean, he identified as Puerto Rican all his life until Black Lives Matter. And then he spray painted BLM on the Puerto Rican flag just to get attention. And the Puerto Ricans hated him for it. There's another video. I can provide a link to that video. I can upload it. I downloaded it. So I have that video. And I mean, he's just looking for attention. And I mean, this is not the way to get it. This ain't it. This ain't Amazon. That's just absolutely disgusting. I mean, Warrior Galadriel is bad enough. All right, I can almost forgive that. Okay. I was like, in my other video, I was like, okay, fine. You want to make Xena Warrior Princess Galadriel? Okay, all right, fine. But I mean, you put khlan imagery in this, and I mean, why would you do that? It's just blowing my mind. I mean, it's just absolutely disgusting. So, those are my thoughts off the bat. I mean, the Durin looks cool. Durin looks good. Some of the dwarf stuff looks cool. And that's actually one of my favorite cultures, to be honest. And so I'm trying to hold it a little to a higher standard. Disa, not so much. She doesn't even look like a dwarf because, it just doesn't look like dwarf robes for her. I mean, I need to link a video I saw about the costumes in the description because it was very informative. And this lady does a fantastic job of breaking down the costumes. And I couldn't agree with her more on some of that because she cites the original trilogy. Ngilla Dixon, I think was her name. Ngilla. She was a seamstress who worked on the first trilogy, and she was interviewed in the extras for the extended edition of the Two Towers and Fellowship, but she was the costume designer for all of Peter Jackson's versions. She was from New Zealand, and it's just worth a watch. It's fascinating. It's wonderful. And it totally throws into contrast everything here that's in the Amazon stuff. So I'm just like, I mean, anymore I'm just like, I'm gonna tear into this so hard. He's breeding an army. Our list of allies grows thin. So thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm having a blast with this, and please come back for more new videos almost daily. Trying to get up to one video a day and go from there. So yeah, appreciate y'all. See you in the next video. Until then, peace out.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You'll never have the sacred stone. Oh, this you crazy mother.